We are sandwiched between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas, and Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New York Giants and the Dallas Cowboys. Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway.
All right, here we go. Blue 90! Blue 90!
Now a play fake here on first down. Incomplete. He was looking to get it to Allen Hurns that time. That'll bring up second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, second and 10. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. Looking to throw. Caught. Kelsey, left side. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Flushed out right. Now he's going to let it go deep right sideline. And a shot taken on third down, unsuccessful. Fourth down now.
And that's a crusher right there. Had his man open for a first down, threw a fastball when that wasn't necessary. Incomplete pass. When are these quarterbacks going to learn? You don't get extra points for how hard you throw the football.
And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll come out throwing here on first down. To Shepard, complete over the middle. And they'll get him down here at the 23. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards.
Now let's go!
A first carry for the Clemson man, Wayne Gallman. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Right back to him on first down. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. The catch is made by Kendall Wright. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards on the play. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he will go down. A Cowboy sack. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to drop him, and his great season continues. 13 sacks for him now on the year.
Watch it now, Barney!
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down, Elliott. And they're running right through it. And they'll get him down here at the 23. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
He completes it to Julio Jones. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. A first down carry by Elliott. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. On play action, they'll throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll go out of bounds, it appears, right at the 45. Give him 9 on the play, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. And this pass defense, they were sensational in the win last week, and they're looking good here so far in this first quarter.
You know, we often talk about how offenses get locked in, and that runs over multiple games where they're really, in that zone. Defenses can be the exact same way, and I think we're seeing an example of it here.
A great return there of 22 yards. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10.
Leopard!
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 4 yards on the pickup, and it'll be a 2nd down.
Watch it now, Barney!
They'll run it now out of the gun. He'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. Like you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a first down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
And his throw is incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
They'll set up a throw. And incomplete here on third down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. And now here come the Cowboys. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Jones. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Drops it underneath. Elliott. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll bring up second down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Sitting alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaunt. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Complete. The tight end, Kelsey. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 at enemy territory. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. Flush to his right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Cowboys are in for 6. The extra point up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Giant offense now making their way back out onto the field. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage. Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Eluding the pressure right. Well, it's a shuffle pass, and it's complete. And he's able to get up here to the 26. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space.
With a solid gain of 23. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up the first down.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
Bet you're going to tell me. Good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage. If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
Got a man, it's right. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Back to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Cowboys have recovered. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it on one hand. Put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
And he whips that one incomplete there. Nelson Aguilar, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Set! Blue 90! Blue 90!
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And the Giant rush gets home as down he goes. Kareem Martin in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. Now back to throw. He finds his target, Terrence Williams. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A very solid gain of 27.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
He used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this, when he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
And this will get him all inside the Giants' 10. That goes for a gain of 31. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Julio Jones with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. And his kick is good. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And the Giants ready to come out now. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
No gain on that run, and while the team is down, there's still time to come back and win the football game. If I'm the offensive coordinator, though, I got to think about moving it fast.
And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. The Giants on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. They'll set up to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and that just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Call it a loss of 2 on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 12. Two minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to Arlington right after this timeout. They'll look to throw. A dump off to Elliott. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. He'll look to throw. And this one is incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones is intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
I know exactly why he tried to throw the ball to Julio Jones there. He's never considered covered. He's either too fast or too strong. You always try and get it to him.
Especially on those deep passes. Back to throw here. Looking deep for Julio. And that's caught inside the 35. It's a big play there on 3rd down. 52 yards.
Well, they just treated 3rd and long as simply an opportunity to make an even bigger play. Normally, you're just trying to pick up the 1st down and you know where the sticks are. They took this thing way downfield. Confidence in the receivers to go up and make a play, even with defenders around them.
And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
And that's how you throw for a whole heap of yards in a game. You get efforts like that from your receivers. How about him laying out for that catch?
Yeah, excellent. Makes the quarterback look a whole lot better. Looking to throw. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Michael Gallup, his second touchdown on the season. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. A diving catch for the score. He laid out. That was special.
And you know the first thing they're going to check, right? Did he complete the process of the catch? All the way through, all the way to the ground. Ball doesn't hit the ground without control in his hands. All of that, yes. Check the box, touchdown.
New York set to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Jalen Smith, the Notre Dame man, in on the tackle. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Wayne Gallman is running back, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit. But over the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. 15 yards through the air and a first down.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
He'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may force them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by David Anderson. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. They'll begin with a run by Gallman. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. So we reach halftime, and what's been a... We now proceed to the start of the second half. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. And here comes the Giants offense back out onto the field. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or do they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. They're going to look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Shepard. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. Now Gallman. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Gun, gun! Gun, gun!
On the ground, it's Gallman again. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the 1st down. In this case, it didn't happen.
The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the 2nd half. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical.
Detroit!
Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away.
Yep,
Defense,
we
got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
They go to Elliott again. And he takes us across the 15 to the 17. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st. They'll look to throw here. And he's got it to Hearns. And he's able to pick up the 1st down here before he goes down at the 26. They'll drop to throw. To the right side, it's Kelsey. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They really love to get him into one-on-one opportunities, and this is one way. Work him out of the slot and create a mismatch. Who's going to cover him? Corner, safety, linebacker? He's got a way to beat all of those positions.
So 2nd in inches after that 1st down completion went just shy of the marker. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. He's going to launch this thing way down. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Cowboys. Julio Jones with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. And now it's blocked. And the Giants have got it. But he doesn't get far. They're able to stop him. And after all that, the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
Well, times have definitely changed on the PAT, on the extra point, haven't they? A lot more effort goes into this play from both sides.
Yeah, because let's face it, a lot of time on extra points, the effort is not what it is when you're trying to block a field goal.
No doubt about it. And before, when the ball was snapped on the 2-yard line, it was really a virtual chip shot. Now everyone believes they can get to it and knock it away, and we know how crucial every point is. So the defensive guys, they spent a lot more time trying to get that done, which means there's more pressure on the offensive guys trying to kick it.
And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
They'll run again here with Gallman. And an alley to run. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Chidobe with a pick, and they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
Yeah, he's just trying to throw this ball into the hole in the zone, but those windows can open and close quickly, especially in the middle of the field. So if the timing's not right, we'll see interceptions like that one right there.
They'll try and get the running game going with Elliott. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And an alley to run. And he's going to take this one down to the 25. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Final minute now of the 3rd quarter. Tenth carry now for Elliott. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Now Elliott. And he gets this down to the 18, good enough for a first down. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
Nice job there finding room to maneuver, and he worked his way into another first down. And look, they had great field position to start, but boy, they've done a nice job taking advantage of it.
Now they're just hoping to cap it off. Now a play fake here on first down. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Nelson Aguilar, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys continue to pour it on. Extra point up and through. Back now in Arlington. And this is a blowout so far as we get set. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Returnable here for Davis. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Giants offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. On play action, they'll throw. He'll buy some time right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. They'll set up a throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Trey Boston. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he throws.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And they'll get him down right about the 20. Give him 2 on that run, and they're still left looking at a 3rd and about 9 to go.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 9. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't, and a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to end up with a nickname after something like that, some Big Jelly or something like that. Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it, and this one winds up no good.
The drive begins with a handoff to Gallman. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Gallman will run it. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
It's a nice job hitting him on the angle route there. Come out of the backfield, cutting sharply across the middle. And that's good timing between the quarterback and his receiver.
Effective 3rd down play to move the chains. There he goes left side. Past the 20. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. A big play there for the Giants. Give him 55 yards on the ground. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll try to pound it in with Goldman. He can't bring him down.
The weight room does work.
And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
What a game this defense has played. They're pitching a shutout, so it'd be fun to watch down the stretch to see if their defensive coordinator...
And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Rosas good with the extra point, and that will shave one more off this lead. Rosas now to kick this one away. The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. They have the big lead here late. They protected their home turf well, didn't they? They certainly did, partner. And just think about how good that feels, because every team has a goal when they start the year to win at home. All right, and sometimes you don't win all of them, but they managed to get that done today. Just think about your routine stays the same. Everything's familiar. You feel right going into the game, and they translated that into a win. They did indeed. They protected the home field, and now the final stages. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this 4th quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the 4th quarter. And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards, and that'll make it 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he will have a first down here at about the 40.